Exeedrc sunfire 1/10 scale brushless buggy. I broke the buggy, both sides, and the back over here and everything. Duct tape. I'll show you what that from in a second. Remove the body clips. Hold up. Okay.
Months ago, Miley tested her relationship with Nick using the love calculator. She just sent the word million 29 and the partner being Nick with 55. It didn't look good, but she didn't listen. How about you?
Here's the antenna. That's the fan for the ESC. Just gonna keep mud and stuff from off the ESC's fan and stuff. Also, here's my motor wires and stuff right here, and then my rest of my wires are right here underneath the middle frame and stuff. I've got this all taped up and stuff, and the wires are covered here because I've had mud all over all this right here, and I had issues trying to get this off and stuff, and I had it going inside the connectors and stuff. Get all the mud on it. So I just put that there. It's going to keep me from accidentally pulling one of the wires out, trying to disconnect the battery from the car or the charger. You see everything's covered up here, even behind the servo. I mean in front of the servo. But the servo horn's still able to work, except for it kind of hits the duct tape there, but it still stays real well. The motor's here, it's encased, except for, it's covered up except for here. That's fine, because this end right here is in the gearbox right here. The transmission is all hidden in there. And the spur gear is metal. There's my switch. Little door to cover it. You can tell there's mud on it. Fan is hidden in there. Still can breathe by the large hole. Even inside of it, I can feel it sucking in air. And it's able, the air from inside there comes out here and here. So, everything's able to operate correctly. It's my first video for my channel. So soon I'm gonna have a bunch of videos going up for this thing. Again, guys, this is Exeedrc sunfire 1/10 scale brushless buggy. We'll be talking about some issues and stuff. The body's quite thin. I'm gonna be telling you a lot of stuff about it in my little trip to Hobbytown, USA tomorrow. So, right here's my receiver on top of the main servo, or over the servo, covering up those plugs and stuff. Everything's all plugged up here. The servo and ESC's plugged up right there. Here's my battery. Here's the wires going to it. Goes in here. I've got it zip tied down to the middle frame. We got the backbone of the whole entire car, buggy, I should say. The tires get wore down very quickly if you do a lot of drifting on the street. It does drift if you get the tires wore down enough. So I'm already tearing up the tires. Tires also balloon up quite a bit. I'll show that in my next video. So, my suspension feels like it's kind of sticking. I'll do a tutorial on your adjustments for your front and rear shock absorbers, I should call them. But I'll be going over a lot of stuff just specific on this type of buggy. HPI makes very similar buggies, and Exeedrc makes multiple buggies similar to this that this would go same for. I'll show you inside here.
I'm not a very good football player.
You know why? You never had a very good
ESC.
You're looking at the man who got robbed of a producer credit on The Longest Yard and was briefly married to Bill Belichick's niece. Let's just say not very open sexually.
So yeah,
We're going to fill
my vehicle has a problem with the motor cutting out after doing a quick run. Oh, and I did cover up the holes for the bottom on the battery because I had problems with mud coming up underneath the bottom of the battery and stuff.
take it anymore. See that tiny suitcase by the bed? That's mine. Packed it months ago.
And that's just the top of a little Sunny D bottle. I cut the Sunny D bottle with a very sharp knife and taped it in there. I know my video is really crappy quality right now, and I actually had to use a flashlight to video that. I do have an iPhone 4, but the camera stopped working, so I'm fixing it. So I do have parts for it coming. So once they get here, I'll be doing high definition videos, and I'll make different videos that will mention the same things I mentioned now. But yeah. So this tape is really thick right here. So I cut it out for the switch, and then I put more tape around it so it's larger than the hole. But I really want to keep mud away from here. I'll have some fun in the morning with this thing like this because it's been raining all night. So I have some good mudslinging fun. Wipe it up, peel all this off as of right now, and go to my local hobby town and resolve some issues.
Wonder whose car that was.
Really, talk to him about some issues I'm having with the buggy, motor issues and stuff. After I find the answer, I'll share with you guys and tell you what the solution is and everything. Notice my antenna comes out over here. I want to keep it straight as possible and get enough out this way, you know what I'm saying? I did put a little hole in the top of the body, if you can see it right here, right there. But I didn't fit in a wire through a little tiny hole in my body every time I put my body on, so I'm just gonna fix it right there. Like I said, the air that is sucked in right here is able to go back out through the heat sinks and come out through the sides right here. I was going to cover that up because I didn't want mud going into here or anything, because mud does go up underneath the body and reach into the whole car very well. It saves more money in the rear, you can tell, but I don't really bother to clean it for a while because I don't feel like taking it apart. My ESC is actually super glued to the bottom chassis of my buggy because I took it apart a while back, a few days ago, and I cleaned it out and washed it out and stuff and re-oiled it and greased everything back up like it should be. And finally got to get to my gears, so I did put some grease and stuff on it. And I'll be explaining you what to grease and what's to oil. It's my oil. I use marine grease, by the way. Marine grease is very resistant to water. It'll stay in your bearings and everything for a long time. I'll be explaining the shock absorbers and everything, how to adjust them later on. So, thanks for watching my video. Peace out, guys. Continue watching.